it's Cera, and today I'm going to be reviewing Vigilante Mine by Cera Daniels. As I mentioned in my video last week, Cera is a friend of mine, so I want that to be out front before I jump into this. Vigilante Mine is Cera's first novel. It's the first in Relic City series, and there will be three in total. So her Relic City series revolves around three brothers. The oldest is Ryan, then Zach, then Jay. And these three brothers are special. These brothers carry on a tradition, not just the tradition of money and their father's business, the McClellis Foundation, which marks them probably the richest people in the city. But they also carry on their father's secret tradition of being the vigilante known as Klepto. Whereas their father was, of course, just one person being Klepto. Now all three brothers share the role equally, and they all have their own strengths to bring to Klepto. What makes them different from their father is that their mother was an Ohanzi. I don't really know much about the Ohanzi. I think that is something that's being revealed through the novels, as the background plot is the brothers are trying to find out more about what happened to burn down a section of the city which killed their mother. And unfortunately their mother is also the only person who really knows a lot about their heritage, their Ohanzi heritage. And with this Ohanzi heritage comes superpowers. Ryan, the oldest, has super hearing, and the youngest has super sight, and the middle has some sort of like premonition powers. So it's interesting, but what I like about the superpowers is they're not really like perfect powers. They all have drawbacks, and I found that to make it a lot more believable and a lot more relatable for me. So Vigilante Mine focuses on the older brother Ryan, and we start out the novel watching them try to broker some sort of peace between the syndicates that are running the city. This has a very Gotham City feel to it, a little bit Batman-y. So anyways, while they are trying to broker this deal, a couple of cops get involved, and there's an instant attraction between Ryan and one of the cops, Amanda, and there's some heated moments, but in the end he shoots her on accident and actually begins a turf war, the very thing that they were trying to avoid. Fast forward a couple of months, and now there's a serial killer on the loose trying to cleanse the city, and Klepto, the three of them as Klepto, are trying to, work this out, and both the syndicate problem and also the serial killer problem. In addition, Amanda, the detective that Ryan has fallen in love with, has been benched because of her injury, and because of problems that arise from that, she's not allowed to go back onto the force, which is like her life's work. That's all she knows, that's all she loves. So of course she's angry at this Klepto character who botched her dreams, basically. It's very clear in this novel that Cera has really thought about this world, and she's really shaped this world, and there's a lot of background story going on, both within the city and also among the brothers. And I would assume that this sort of background story of trying to figure out what has happened to Old Town, the area of town that burned down and killed their mother, is going to be explored, throughout the series. There, like I said, are going to be 3 books, each focusing on a different brother, and this one was an introduction to things that are going on. And the plot was pretty tight, and even though there's a large focus on romance in this novel, there is insta-love, like faded love, so if that's a pet peeve for you, you should probably steer clear. But if that doesn't bother you, or you're okay with something like that, if you get action and a decent plot and things like that, then you can maybe overlook it. I myself am not a huge fan of romance, like blatant romance. I'm talking, this is blatant romance. So be forewarned. There are a lot of the typical tropes that belong to the romance and the sort of superhero genres, but I thought that the story moved along well, and while there were some moments that made me sort of raise my eyebrows, overall I had a lot of fun reading it, and I will definitely be moving on to the next book, which is going to focus on the younger brother, Jay. So yeah, if you like if you like Batman, or if you like, you know, supernatural romancy type stories, then check it out. I think you would probably enjoy this one. As I said in my last video, in my Sunday Reads video, she is an independent author, so, and this is her first novel, so, yeah, I would say give her a try if you're into romance. Anyway, this has been a little bit rambly and weird, but I'm gonna leave it at that, so thanks for watching, and until next time.